Welcome back to Shaving Down Under. I'm Doug. It's Valentine's Day. And I'm not going to do a Valentine's shave. I just realised it. Maybe I should have done a Valentine's shave. But we're not going to do a Valentine's shave. I've already planned out everything. Today, my shaving cream is from Declaration Grooming. And it's 88 Chestnut Street. I have used this before. I just went through some soaps just a while ago thinking, which soap am I going to use? I want to use something I haven't used for a while, sniffing them. You know, it's still summer here in Australia. And this is nice and light and fresh. Not that today's been a hot day. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go with this one. Have the splash to match with it. And today, we're going to shave with a vintage Gillette. And here we go here. This is in the case. So this is an Aristocrat Deluxe Gillette, and it was made in Brazil. And there we go there. This is, I'm not going to shave with this one, but I just so happen to have two. So there it is there, just a beautiful razor. You all know the American Aristocrats. Look awfully similar to the Diplomat. Usually they don't have the knurling on that little band around there. But that's what the American ones typically look like. So this has got, as you can see on the handle there, a different pattern. So there's your typical sort of American Aristocrat knurling. You can see with the Brazil one, it's quite nice. And I'd say the handle is a little thinner. So this one I wanted to get a date code for, and there's no year, but there's the quarter number. It was the fourth quarter of whatever year. So the one I'm going to use is this one here. It might be just a nickel version of this, or maybe the gold plating's rubbed off, but I actually think it's nickel. So I looked right into it, and it's definitely the same markings on the handle. So I've never shaved with it before. I've had this razor for a couple of years. At least I actually bought it by accident. I bought some stuff overseas, maybe even from South America, and this was just happened to be a part of it. And it wasn't until after I got it home and I was checking it out, I was like, hang on, what is this? So it should be interesting to shave with. All right, let's do it. Just lovely lather made there. Declaration Grooming are a cracker of a soap company in the States. Got some amazing scents. I believe this scent will pair well with 4711. I almost bought that the other day. Lucky I didn't, because I would have been deadly broke now, just coming up to payday. But it is a cheap scent to buy, so. And apparently the people at Declaration Grooming base this scent not quite on 4711, but around the company that did make that scent a couple hundred years ago, whatever it was. Oh, this is a great lather. Look at that. So it's been some time since I shaved. I was going to shave yesterday, just didn't get around to it, and a mate rocked up. So yeah, here we go. The Made in Brazil Deluxe Aristocrat. So far, so good. A lot better than the Made in Mexico sterling silver razor, which was leaving a ton of whisker behind. Hope you've all been well. I've been well, except for Brighton. Heading for a draw with about 15 seconds to go in the game in extra time. Spurs score. Could not believe it. It's just like 3:30 a.m. in Adelaide. Next thing I know, my phone's going off and it's a mate of mine who's a Spurs supporter. Could have been worse. I got a mate who's a West Ham supporter and they got thumped by the Gooners. 6-0 thumping. So there might be a change of job coming up on the horizon of employment. I'm in the process of writing up a contract. I don't know if contract's the right word, but putting in an offer to be the postie down here, the postman. And I know the fella that's down here at the moment. I used to work with him in Adelaide, and he's employed by Australia Post, but he's here. He's been here for 8 months as relieving, like just delivering here during the week, living here during the week, and then going home on the weekends and coming back. So I don't know if many of you know, I've even mentioned, but I was a postie for 15 years. Anyway, late last year or early this year, we found out about the tender process for it, to apply for it, and it was just a bit too late. It was quite a detailed application you've got to do. And the contract was awarded to some fella up in Queensland, and it sounds like he's the sort of fella gets wins contracts. He doesn't actually work them; he gets someone else to work them, just skims a bit off the top. You know, a couple of weeks before he was due to start, it all fell through. So it's all up up for open again, and here we go. So if it falls my way, and my partner's already been in contact with a woman at Aussie Post, and they sound quite keen, just because I do have decent experience being a postie. So if I get the money I'm after, or close to it, I will be on a much better wicket than what I am now working in the booze shop. Although the booze shop money over summer has been okay, I've had a couple of good pays, but it's already dwindling off, and in winter, the pay drops off a mile, and I've either just got to sit home like a hermit eating raw carrot, or I've got to do something. So fingers crossed on that one. So far I'm really enjoying this razor. I guess it's similar to the American Aristocrats. So the handle is a lot thinner, but it's still feeling all right. Like, I probably prefer a fatter handle, but no, it's coming along fine. So they're a fairly rare razor to find, and I was lucky it came up. I reckon someone else alerted me to it in the little razor group I'm a part of. And this is for the one with the case. And that one with the case had always been on my hit list, something I've wanted to buy. So when it came up, I was obviously still working in the adult shop, in the pawn shop, and had the funds, and I made sure I was a winner. I can't remember if I had to bid for it or it was just a set price. So I haven't really been up to much. So it's a pretty boring shave, the last few anyway. Been really enjoying my motorbike, just riding to work and just mainly riding to work and back. It's about 25-minute to 30-minute ride. It's just nice. I really enjoy especially the ride home, you know, especially when it's getting later in the afternoon. You know, just see all the cattle and the sheep and the paddocks, and because everything's flat around here. And you know, I'm seeing, hopefully it's where I want to see them, kangaroos in the paddocks, not next to the side of the road, which I did see the other day. I think it was a wallaby that was right up close to the roadway, and it was just looking at me as I rode past, so it didn't look like it was going to move, but they are an unpredictable animal, so I think they freaked me out last week. Drove home later in the evening and seeing kangaroos by the side of the road, just, you know, a fair way, enough distance back from the road that if they startled for whatever reason, I'd have time to react. And then I come up a bit further and there's 2 emus walking along near the road. I hadn't seen, it's the first time in 11 months, pretty much 11 months, that I've seen emus between where I live and where I work. So that was a bit of a surprise. What I did see the other week, I drove home around midnight after a staff show. Absolute schmozzle of a show. Good feed, good booze, but the manager and the full-timer just got into each other's ear. I think I might have mentioned it at the time. Didn't know if they were going to root or fight. It was one of those things where they're drunk, arms around each other. You don't know whether they're going to start swinging or one of them's going to try and get his mate's legs over his shoulders. Anyway, I'm driving home, and these are 110k roads, and I'm sitting on about, 80, 75 to 80, that time of night, because too much wildlife. And up ahead in the lights, I'm thinking, what's that? I'm thinking, oh, it's a deer, because we've got feral deer in Australia and down the southeast of here, down here where I live. I'm thinking, is that a deer? And when I got close, I'm slowing down. I'm probably down to around 60 k an hour, and it's a great big dog. Looked like a German Shepherd type cross, and had big pointed ears that were pricked right up, and it was taller than a German Shepherd. So everyone knows how tall a Shepherd is. This was taller, and it wasn't like a lost pet. You know, those lost dogs, they look a bit sad, they're blah, blah, blah. This thing was alert. It was in its environment. Yeah, it was a bit spooky. Sort of thing you didn't want to get out of the car for. Stop and get out of the car, go, hey, doggy. Next thing you know, it's ripping your guts out and eating all your organs. That was a great shave. The blade I used was, it's a Gillette Aristocrat blade, and this is its third shave. So first couple of shaves were a bit sharp, a bit nicky. Like I've got some pimple here, that's the only damage it's always been. It's been there the last few days. So that wasn't from the shave. But this is one of the best shaves I've had. A remarkably good shave. Like I know I had a fair bit of, you know, at least a 4-day growth, maybe longer, maybe not. I think I shaved last Saturday, so at least 4 days. So I've always found the longer the growth, you know, you can get quite a nice BBS shave. But this is a bit beyond normal, so I'm quite impressed. Gillette Aristocrat or Deluxe, made in Brazil. It's got the diamond base plate on it. So this one, the date code says it's 1963. I think it was the third quarter. The date code was I, and I just looked that up before on Razor Emporium's education part. I don't know if that's correct or if in Brazil they were using a different date code, but 1963 it is. Got my cheat sheets here. So here's the splash. So the scent profile is neroli, lemon, bergamot, lavender, orange, petitgrain, grapefruit, and yuzu, that Japanese citrus. And I know with the soap, the scent was very yuzu citrus up front. So whether it's the same for the splash, I do not know. Well, I have used this before, but I can't remember. I don't think there's any alcohol in that one, unless I just had no nicks at all to make the alcohol work, but I didn't smell no alcohol, so yeah, once again, it's quite citrusy up front. It's a really nice summer scent. I might use this soap again and get hold of a small bottle of 4711. My missus will laugh at me, but what the hell. Yeah, so I reckon it's more the lemon orange, or maybe more the lemon. Grapefruit, definitely grapefruit. And maybe a bit of neroli, but yeah, wonderful scent. Anyway, it's just a wonderful scent. For a lot of you people out there, you know all about Declaration Grooming, and you know that they're just make excellent shave soaps, and got a lot in the range. And I've got one other definite, or I've either got 3 all up or 2, but both of them the scent is no, I've got 3. Signet, which is really lovely scent, and La Petite Prairie, which is another light summer scent, which is just delightful as well. So if you're in Australia and you're looking for some really cracker soaps with a lot of scent profile, hopefully they post out to Australia. I don't think this had alcohol in it, so it should be no issue for it to be posted to Australia. So yeah, definitely feel confident in buying anything from Declaration Grooming. All right, I'll leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed the shave. Hope you found the razor interesting. I'll show you the Money Shot one again. It's just a really different sort of display case. And let's just see inside. Just really nice. Don't know if that is a matching blade dispenser. I might have put that in, but the razor and case definitely is matching. Okay, hope you liked my unboxing the other day as well. Nothing that's come in the post. I got a small thing, razor. It wasn't even a razor, I just wanted the blade bank that came with it. It was made in Canada, which is pretty unusual, floating around in Australia. Yes, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have the rest of the week's a cracker for you. And Brighton are playing 12:30 AM Monday morning, this Monday coming up. So I'll be up for that. I think we're playing Sheffield United, I think. Anyway, whoever we play, we've got to beat them. We need a win. Okay, take care and ciao for now.